Hey everyone, I'm here with a quick story on Justin Timberlake. The other day, he got arrested for a DWI. And now they're saying there's new reports saying that someone from the hotel where he was drinking tipped the police off, saying that Justin might just be getting behind the wheel and driving while under the influence. Well, the thing is with that person in the hotel, instead of calling the police and saying that this is what Justin might do, if you knew that he was having so many drinks and could perhaps be drunk or tipsy, why didn't you just go up to Justin and say, you know what? Why don't you either leave the keys to your BMW or your car here and we'll get your ride home, or take your keys with you, but we'll get your ride home and you can come back tomorrow and get your car versus just tipping off the cops. So you wanted him to get arrested and now you saying that they did him dirty. I mean, it's a whole hot mess. Let's go ahead. I'm going to share a screen with y'all and get more into this story. So Justin Timberlake tip. Someone called cops from the hotel to report the singer might get behind the wheel before the DWI bus, sources say. So you know what? One, shame on that person where you rather call the cops than to have somebody at their hotel say, why don't y'all call this man an Uber or something like that so that he won't get behind the wheel. Because clearly he wasn't thinking straight. And clearly his eyes are very glassy and he looks like he's under the influence. Let's see. That's the cop that pulled him over. So because this cop is doing his job, people are calling him names. And every celebrity is not known to every person. So, they're kind of in some ways, even though they don't want to say it, they're kind of mad at this cop for doing his job. So, someone at the Swanky Hamptons Hotel, where Justin Timberlake was downing cocktails before his DWI arrest, called cops because they were concerned he would get behind the wheel, a local eatery owner says. So, that person, though, and even that place where he was downing these cocktails, they should have said to Justin, you know what? Let us call you a ride. They said Justin was having a lot of drinks and they told the cop to watch him if he is going to drive, said the well-connected Southampton restaurateur, who did not want to be identified to the Post on Sunday. The local businessman did not specify whether the caller was an employee of or patron of the Sag Harbor's American Hotel, including whether they were from Justin's Timberlake's own party in order to shield their anonymity. Listen, if it was from his own party, then he needs to watch out who he hangs out with, because rather than them say to him, let us drive you home or let us get you a ride, they was willing to call the cops on him, right? So that's his mugshot. The 43-year-old superstar singer ended up hopping in his gray 2025 BMW after the partying at the Sag Harbor's American Hotel and was promptly stopped by a young cop who gave him a warning, thinking that would be enough to keep him off the road, a local enforcement source previously told the Post. Let me just pause this. But a few minutes later, the same cop spotted Timberlake in the BMW's driver's seat. Only this time, the singer had allegedly blown through a stop sign and was weaving out of his lane. He reeked of alcohol and had bloodshot eyes, miserably failed several roadside booze tests, and was busted, cops said. Neither the American Sag Harbor cops nor Timberlake's publicist immediately responded to the Post questions on Sunday. His attorney, Eddie Burke, said he had no comment at the time. The restaurateur said he believes that the Crimea River crooner was mistreated in an embarrassing incident which made worldwide news. He was definitely treated unfairly, the source said. How was he treated unfairly? He blew through a stop sign. He was did not pass any of the sobriety tests. I mean, it is what it is, right? Everyone drives through that stop sign when no one is there. Well, that's problematic too. Maybe the town needs to do something about that. The source claimed nothing that Timberlake, the source claimed, noting that Timberlake, a 10-time Grammy winner and married dad of 2 young boys, was a Hamptons regular who has frequented his establishments many times over the years. He was always a gentleman, the restaurateur said of the star. People always recognize him, and they ask him for a picture, and he always says yes. He has the hat pulled down and the sunglasses, so it's hard to recognize him, but some people do. He's not like Leonardo DiCaprio. Leo does not like to be recognized, and he won't even curse. He does not take pictures, especially if he is with a bunch of models, the source said. The restaurant owner said he also doesn't buy the widely reported detail that the young officer who pulled Timberlake over, a Sag Harbor rookie cop named Michael Arkinson, didn't recognize him. You know, everybody doesn't know every single star. If you live in America, you know who Justin Timberlake is, the source said. The cop did his job, but he definitely knew who Justin was. But another local businessman, Mark, 54, who owns Flying Spot Surf and Sport, said he believes the cop. The cop definitely is not a bad guy. He's diligent. He does a good job. He just didn't know who Justin Timberlake was. That's all pretty simple. Kurt, 31, who manages the Emporium True Value Hardware directly across the street from the American Hotel, added, the cops around here are pretty lenient and understanding. All nice guys. Some of them come in here, they really lay back in the winter, but they can get a little stricter in the summer with the crowds, the local said. 2 cars were in the driveway at the cops' Hamptons home Sunday, and people could be seen inside, but nobody came to the door when the post sought a comment. Later, cops outside warned post staffers to stay away. Timberlake claimed to the arresting officers after he was pulled over that he only had 1 drink, a martini. He still refused to take a breathalyzer test 3 separate times, according to court documents. The Mickey Mouse alum made his first public statement after his arrest on stage at Chicago's United Center on Friday night. It's been a tough week, the sexy back singer told the crowd. I know I'm hard to love sometimes, but you keep loving me right back. The former NSYNC member continued from stage. As the audience showered him with cheers, Timberlake continues his Forget Tomorrow World Tour June 25th with a 2-night stand at Madison Square Garden. Listen, there are many people coming to Justin Timberlake's defense, and all I could say is this. Very fortunate that no one died, no one got hit, and nothing happened. But would they all be at his defense if something happened, if he did unfortunately hit somebody? I'm going to share screen again. And in case you haven't seen it, you know, Gayle King caught a lot of heat. And when I say a lot of heat for defending Justin Timberlake. So hold on, let me play this for y'all.
Justin Timberlake is out of police custody after being arrested for allegedly driving while intoxicated. Court documents say the 43-year-old had bloodshot eyes and a strong odor of alcohol when he was pulled over. Vlad Dute has the story.
Surveillance video appears to show pop star Justin Timberlake driving a 2025 BMW through Sag Harbor, New York, before he was arrested for allegedly driving while intoxicated around 12:30 Tuesday morning. Police say they stopped the vehicle after he ran through a stop sign and veered out of his lane. According to court documents, Timberlake had bloodshot and glassy eyes, odor of alcoholic beverage, and performed poorly on all standardized field sobriety tests. Police say the 43-year-old refused to take a breathalyzer test 3 times and told officers, I had 1 martini and I followed my friends home. TheDailyMail.com captured this photo of Timberlake leaving the police station in handcuffs Tuesday morning. He was released without bail. His next court date is scheduled for July 26th.
For a first-time offense with no injuries, you would see a plea deal that very likely would include some type of probation.
Justin, to the right, please. Timberlake has won 10 Grammys and is currently on a world tour for his latest studio album, his first in 6 years.
Prosecutors would be wise to treat Justin Timberlake the way you would treat anybody else. You don't want it to look like he gets a sweetheart deal because he's famous, or he gets the book thrown at him when others wouldn't because they want to make an example.
An attorney for Timberlake declined to comment. He's got 2 shows coming up at Madison Square Garden, June 25th, June 26th. I mean, that's probably the first time we'll hear him in public say anything.
But Justin Timberlake is a really, really great guy. Listen, this is clearly a mistake. I bet nobody knows it more
A
than
stupid
he.
mistake.
Exactly. And he knows that. But he's not an irresponsible person. He's not reckless. He's not careless. Clearly, this is not a good thing. He knows that. I love when they stopped Billy Joel and Billy Joel said, you know, wait, not everybody judged at this particular time. But listen, driving drunk, there's never any excuse for that, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
And it's alleged, right? I mean,
And
at this point.
It's alleged. But based on what the officer saw there, it's not good.
But what you're saying is true, Gil. It's just a reminder.
Yeah.
Get a cab, call a friend.
Get an Uber.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is the lesson here.
Yeah.
Don't even risk it. Don't even risk it. It's too much at stake for you and for everyone else on the road. Vlad, thank you very much.
Whew. So Gail caught a lot of heat for that, for saying that. And I do understand why, because there have been many other celebrities that unfortunately got arrested for DUI, and nobody came to their defense the way that everyone seems to be coming to Justin Timberlake's defense. All I can say is if you drink, get an Uber, catch a Lyft, or have a sober friend drive you home. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts on this Justin Timberlake story. All I can say is that don't drive drunk. I guess that's what I'm going to say. Don't drive drunk. Hit the like button, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.